I handled everything that involved using English. Also, I discovered young talented foreign artists and invited them to join our exhibition for collaboration, obviously. And I just flew off to London all of a sudden. And I did the whole gallery tour. I went to both Frieze Seoul and Frieze London last year, and the one in London was freaking mind-blowing. Having tutoring in Korean history, I hadn't had a chance to get to see the actual photo shoots before. Hi my lovelies, welcome back. So yeah, I've got no excuses for not being on YouTube for so bloody long. I've been busy living my real life as always, and today I just wanted to do a catch-up with you guys about what I've been up to, what sort of things I've been thinking lately. I literally don't know where to start, but let's get straight into it, shall we? So you guys all know that I was working at a gallery based in Korea. You might not remember what my role was. So basically what I did there, I handled everything that involved using English. For example, I worked a lot with the artists represented by the gallery, helping them expand their careers abroad by arranging the exhibitions outside of Korea in places like England, Spain, China, Japan, and so many more. I constantly communicated with the directors or curators there to make those shows happen, creating agreements, translating their bios or artist statements, packing artworks, sending out flyers, helping collectors who were interested in buying their artworks, etc. Also, I discovered young talented foreign artists and invited them to join our exhibition for collaboration, obviously. Similar to my other duties, I dealt with customs, framing, installation, promotion, all that jazz. And I did really enjoy working there, but at some point around last summer, autumn, I decided to step away for a while to figure out whether I wanted to stay in this art industry or business long term. And I just flew off to London all of a sudden, as an escape in a way. And I did the whole gallery tour, literally more than 20 galleries in a few weeks. I reckon it's nearly 30 of them. So yeah, bloody tight schedule, but it was worth it. I enjoyed it a lot, and it was so interesting just to look at all those exhibitions because I had a different perspective by then. Not as one of the audience, but as a curator, I just started to examine all the galleries one by one, from where they're located, gallery buildings, or how they curated the show, what kind of art trends they've got in London, even shipping guidelines when purchasing artworks. I'm actually give you some recommendations for the galleries worth checking out in London later. But yeah, I also went to Frieze. I went to both Frieze Seoul and Frieze London last year, and the one in London was freaking mind-blowing. I think it's because it was my first ever visit to Frieze London, but still it was amazing. I literally spent hours and hours there looking through all the artworks they're exhibiting. And after all that, I also went to Edinburgh and Amsterdam for another gallery tour and uni tour, but let's not get into that. And there were a few times when I had a chance to talk to the gallery staff when they're not busy. Oh, this is one of the things I got surprised at. Whenever I asked them, oh, do you happen to be a curator here? And they would go like, oh, no, I'm just gallery staff. The director has gone out for a meeting. So I noticed that if it's not like a huge art museum, if it's just a gallery, not just a gallery, you know what I mean, gallery compared to the huge art museum, it doesn't seem to have a role named curator, which is very interesting. But yeah, anywho, back to the story. I asked them all different things, but mostly it was about what they studied before and what it's like working there. Most of them enjoyed their job a lot, and they all had art backgrounds, either having studied or studying art at university or being artists themselves and doing it as a part-time for support their living. From this trip, I learned my passion for art was big enough to carry on my career, and yet I kind of noticed at the same time that there's very little chance for me to be hired as a curator outside of gallery because all the staff based in London, Edinburgh and Amsterdam. Apart from just one person, they all had our backgrounds. English is one of my strengths, but when you go to London, everyone speaks bloody good English. So no match for that as well. I decided to try some new projects, but I'm not gonna tell you today because I've only just started to working on it and don't want to spoil it too early. For this, I've been doing bits and bobs, such as having tutoring in Korean history, which could help me understand this country itself, as well as Korean art history. Also, tutoring in Photoshop. I mean, you guys might say that you should already know how to use Photoshop. Basic stuff I do, but I just wanted to develop my skills for further use. Any other updates? Oh, and I'm also doing a part-time interpreter job for foreign models who are currently working in Korea but aren't very good at Korean. I've had a lot of fun doing that as well. Made quite a few model friends worldwide already. And I hadn't had a chance to get to see the actual photo shoots before. So it has been one of the inspiring experiences as well. Now I know how much effort goes into getting just one perfect shot. I don't complain anymore, even if I don't look like one of the models from the website. But yeah. And you guys know that I opened another English speaking tutoring session. Yeah, the third one. And I had a great few months again, met amazing people there, which is one of my favourite parts of the job as a tutor. And now I'm working on creating British English speaking community, but I've never done it before and it's only a trial, so I'm trying it out with my former students. So fingers crossed, if it goes well, hopefully I can invite you to that community as well. I think that's pretty much everything for now. I mean, if I remember anything else, I'll just add it in the description box maybe.
2 hours later.
I no longer work for that gallery that I mentioned earlier, but I recently started to work at an art museum at weekends, which is super exciting because I've always wanted to work there. And luckily I had an opportunity this time. Won't be able to tell you which one it is because, you know, due to my privacy safety issues, but maybe one day. Might be able to share it with you at some point in the future. All I can tell about their work now is that workload, no joke, but I've been enjoying it. So everything's good. That was a bit of a catch up though, isn't it? So yeah, thank you so much for watching today and I'll see you guys in my next video. I'm kind of nervous actually. I haven't been on the camera for so long and it's kind of awkward to, you know, talk to you even. But yeah. 1, 2, 3.